Hello friends, today we are going to learn about focal reversible pulpitis. So focal reversible pulpitis. As we know, focal means it is restricted to certain site. Reversible means it can get back to normal. Pulpitis means inflammation of the pulp. So it is a localized reversible pulpitis and it is also known as pulp hyperemia, and you should know both the terminologies because it is can ask an examination by using any of the terminologies. So you should know it. It is usually asked as a SEQ in an examination, so you should know it. Now let us see in detail about focal reversible pulpitis. So you can see the basic thing when we say about focal reversible pulpitis is it is a early, means it start early in life, and it is a mild, it is means no having much symptoms, it is transient, it's for a short duration of time, it is for short duration of time. And pulpitis, that is inflammation of pain, and it is chiefly localized to pulp ends of the irritated dentinal tubules. What happen if you consider this is your tooth, this is your enamel, this is your dentine, and this is your pulp. So now you can see if the dentinal tubule is this, so here something here will going to be the inflammation initially started. Let us see etiology. So the basic etiology is trauma, any kind of trauma. High point is means when we do any restoration, either amalgam or anything, for giving aesthetic purposes, sometimes some people make a little high cusp so that it looks more real, but sometimes these high points, they act as a high point. And when there is a opposing teeth will be there, like this is a opposing teeth and this is this, and this high point is constantly pushing a pressure over the natural opposing teeth, and it will going to act as a stimulus, and it leads to focal reversible pulpitis. So what we called it as disturbed occlusal relationship. Now some chemical irritation, any of it can cause it as well. Dentine cutting or cavity preparation, crown preparation procedure. So when we prepare cavity or anything, do a crown preparation, usually heat is generated, and which is also one of the reason or act as a stimulus to stimulate the pulp. Now excessive pressure by the orthodontic procedure. So when we place orthodontic procedure, so in that case also we are putting pressure over the teeth so that they move in the proper alignment. So this is also act as a stimulus. Now some kind of artesian abrasion is also one of the reason, because in that also there is a pressure application, because of that there is abrasion or artesian of the tooth, so it will again lead to focal reversible pulpitis. Now sometimes in case of a children's, incipient caries is one of the reason as well. So next let us see clinical features. So when we talk about clinical features, so the main feature will be pain. So pain will be mild to moderate. Here the pain will be mild to moderate. Sensitivity to thermal changes. So here the patient becomes sensitive to thermal changes, and particularly to the cold. So it is a cold, particularly to the cold, and this disappears, this stimulus or this pain or sensitivity get disappear after removal of stimulus. The pain will be of short duration, it will not persist, it will come and go very easily, usually affect the young patient. So these are the clinical features. Let us see histological feature now. So in histological feature, what will we see? Dilatation of blood vessel. So here the blood vessel all become dilated and very enlarged. Here will be exudation can be seen. What is exudation? It is nothing but accumulation of edema fluid. So this edema fluid will going to accumulate. Inflammatory cell infiltrate will going to see. Damage to odontoblast will going to be seen as well. Now you can see here in histological feature, this is our normal dentine, that is our dentine, and this is our dilated blood vessel. You can see these all are dilated blood vessel. You can see all this dot like structure which is present in between of it. So these all are inflammatory infiltrates. Now let us see in this picture that in histological microscopic picture, this is our dilated blood vessel can be appreciated. You can see dentine can also be seen. Now let us see treatment. So when we talk about treatment, first of all we have to remove the cause. So cause is usually most of the time is caries, so we have to remove it. Prominently remove the decay, whatever is there, and then allow pulp to heal, and finally seal it with the restoration. So this is our basic treatment. So I hope you have understood what is hyperemia and what is focal reversible pulpitis. So you have to understand it properly. So